know, ever since I was in high school, I heard about this phrase, the opiate of the masses. Karl Marx, great philosopher, the source ideas for communism. The opiate of the masses is religion. You know, I wasn't religious, but I didn't like the name, the label. The idea didn't seem to work. Opium is a painkiller. Oh, so religion is a painkiller? Is that why we get up in the middle of the night and go to Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai and learn Zohar? To learn the secrets of the universe? That's a painkiller? No, I don't think so. It's hard work. I'm just driving back at the holy city of Tzfat now from being in Meron. And there's nothing better than you can do, but it's not a painkiller. It's a pain sensitizer. Learning Torah makes us more astutely sensitive to pain so that we don't cause it to other people. Religion isn't the opiate of the masses. Opium is the opiate of the masses. And now, in our generation, we have the synthesized opium at every level of deadliness. And they have the audacity to call religion the opiate of the masses. Let's be a little more careful with our labels. A little bit more like investigative. Did Marx learn Zohar? Did Marx learn Arizal? Did Marx learn the Baal Shem Tov? Did Marx learn Rebbe Nachman? I got a hard time believing he did. To come out with that kind of statement, that audacity. Because religion is not an opiate. Religion is the source of the hope to get off the opiates. And look at the proof, there's a 12-step program. It's only been around humanity for about 100 years or so. Maybe a little less. You know, only God could restore us to sanity. And now, what's not an addiction? It started out with alcohol, then it went on to narcotics, then, every other thing became an addictable substance. Sugar, flour, glutens, Coca-Cola. What's not an addiction? What's not an opiate? In our generation, we're so clever in the laboratory, we can invent addictions that didn't exist a few decades back. The opiate of the masses. I don't know where Marx is, his soul is these days, but I don't want to end up next to him, wherever he is, whatever he's doing. But you can understand a little bit about that statement if you take it in the context of the middle 19th century, 1840, 50, 60. Europe's already rocked and rolled by all the revolutions and the Industrial Revolution. And science starts to take hold in the mind of man as the new God, the new item to get excited about. That's what a God is, right? Something to get excited about. So we got the Industrial Revolution, and we got an absurdly imbalanced economic system where the kings of Europe are controlling the world's money. And people are dying of poverty all across the globe. And so a few friends get together. And what comes out of it is socialism, communism, revolutionaryism. Desperation will produce a lot of twisted thinking. But it came out of a system that was already rotten. And after the kings of Europe all were replaced, what happened? Well, something came along called democracy. It sounded kind of good. One man and one vote, equal representation in a parliamentary style government. Doesn't sound so bad. Forgive my heater, it's a little chilly up here tonight. I hope you could hear me screaming over that thing. I didn't even realize I was screaming over it. See, the machines have taken over the need for comfort. But those isms of the 19th century were the byproducts of the desperation of humanity for something good. And what we need now, looking backwards 100 years, is the same thing we needed then. Honest leadership, faithful humanity to itself, to its people. Fairness in government, fairness in justice, fairness in the workplace, fairness in education, access, influence. So a lot of people out there are crying about the effects of the internet, but the internet might just be part of the tool that helps us get it right, that helps humanity communicate enough to say enough. Communicate enough with each other to say enough to all these wretched leaders and this wretched corruption. The problem with corruption is people would rather corrupt than be corrupted, right? They want to go out and, well, if they're going to steal, I'm going to steal. If they're going to bribe, I'm going to bribe. So where's democracy? It's just an easier system to bribe in. We see where it's gotten us today. I want to wish everybody a great week, but we got to rethink our thinking. We got to rephrase our phrases, and the opium of the people is opium, right? And religion, well, it's been the hope for hundreds of millions of people who got it right and have good leaders. And the Jewish people are always at the forefront of that fight, because that's why we were put here, that's why we were made, that's why we were chosen for. So attach to the Jewish people now. There'll be more said about this in the near future. Very important stuff. Have a great week. All the best.